I wanna be your baby, baby, baby. Hey, like it came from Maytex. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Convos and Cocktails with TJ. Thank y'all for coming through to Vibe with me tonight. I'm back with another interesting topic. Tonight we are talking about, does great sex make it harder for you to leave a toxic relationship? So that's what we are going to be talking about tonight. We had a viewer send in this topic who basically saying that her man got that hammer, says that they have a love-hate relationship. She can't stand his ass. He gets on her nerves. But something about that sex that makes her just not able to leave him alone. So you guys, first off, thank you for coming to join me. I apologize, I'm a little late, had some technical difficulties logging on, but I am here. So let's jump into this topic. Before we do that, this is Convos and Cocktails with TJ. So you are supposed to be drinking with me. Make sure you drop down in the comments what you are sipping on tonight. What is in your glass, your red cup, your bottle. I am, of course, sipping from our sponsors, Bout. Vodka. Bout is all natural, no GMO, so you never have to worry about waking up with a headache or a hangover. If you live here in South Florida, you can pick up at any Total Wine store or boutvodka.com. All right, y'all. Let's jump into this topic. So, we had a viewer send in a topic asking if great sex makes it harder to leave a toxic relationship. Y'all, she says her relationship is big toxic, okay? Says that they cannot stand each other. They do not get along. They argue about everything. They get on each other's nerves, but that sex is banging. Banging to the point where she says she not leaving. As much as he gets on her damn nerves, she is not going anywhere. Says that just the thought of him giving that good sex to someone else, does something to her, makes her sick to her stomach almost. Just the thought of him in the bedroom with someone else. So she asked for me to bring this topic. Is she tripping, you guys, or is this something that we experience as people? Well, we come across somebody that, yeah, if you're a woman, he got that hammer. And if you are a guy, she got that snapper. There's some next level. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, she says that he was the first man to give her multiple orgasms. So basically saying, yeah, I've had an orgasm before. But with him, it's next level. You know what I mean? Fireworks and shit going off in the bedroom. Nobody see them but them two, but they going off. This is next level. And trust me, I do understand that sex is not the most important thing in a relationship. We all understand that. But I do think that sex is still an important factor in a relationship. Hey, and that, some of us may have been in situations like that. Trevor, thank you so much for coming through. Trevor is sipping on Patron. Cheers. Thank you for drinking with me tonight. Trevor, you say, I don't care how good the sex is. I don't deal with toxic women, and I don't even want sex if I'm not happy. Got you. So Trevor is basically saying, you know what? F that. She could have gold in that kitty. But if she is toxic, I don't give a damn. I am not going to continue to be in that relationship. So Trevor, what do you think about this situation? I don't know if I've ever stayed in a toxic relationship, but I can say that, yeah, I have come across somebody that was next level, above everyone else that I've had sexually. And I can tell you that if you are a highly sexual person, that, yeah, that can make your mind, play tricks a little bit. You might put up with a little more than you normally do if he's hitting some shit that ain't nobody else hitting. And that's not me being weak. This is me being human. I don't think that I'm the only one. You know what I mean? So Chris Priester, Chris, you are saying crazy people have good sex, so be careful. So Chris is coming through saying, yeah, a lot of the crazies got that good shit. So be careful. And not only that, I think you have to be careful both ways, not as far as only getting involved with someone that got that good that is toxic, but also a toxic person. Because I think a lot of us also as women have experienced that, where you meet a guy and he seems so cool. Everything is fine. Y'all talking, you making him wait because this might be something here. And then when you finally do the do, his ass is the crazy one. You like, what? I didn't even see this shit coming. All of a sudden he's possessive and, just totally flip out on you. You know what I mean? And he wasn't acting like that before you guys had sex. So I think that, the sex is safe to say that the sex is what caused that. You guys over on IG, thank you for coming through. Ashley King. This other name, is it Also Shy Styles? Let me know if I said your name right. But you guys, thank you for coming through over on Facebook. Now, Trevor, you said that she must be young. Trevor, I mean, she's not all that young. She told me she's 30. She just turned 30. So I don't know. Is that young? And anybody else here, you guys chime in on this topic. We're talking tonight about, does great sex make it harder to leave a toxic relationship? So we're all adults here. I don't think we have any virgins on the line. Most of us have experienced sex. You know what I mean? I do understand. I've been seeing a whole lot of posts lately for some reason, just saying sex is not all in a relationship. I want somebody that's caring and, protective and all the things, trustworthy, all the things that you do want in a relationship. And I do agree. Sex is not the most important thing in a relationship because real life happens, right? But at the same time, I don't think that even though it's not the most important part, you still don't want to be with somebody who have trash sex. I mean, people say sex isn't anything, but a lot of people do find that an important attribute. So if it comes to the point where you're, in a relationship with someone, of course, most relationships don't start out toxic because there's that whole honeymoon phase in a relationship where, y'all just love each other. Everything is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But the lady that sent this in, they've gotten past the honeymoon stage. You guys, they have been together for 2 years, just to give everybody perspective on what we're talking about here. She is 30 years old. He is 35 years old. And she says that he is the best that she has ever had. He is the first man to ever make her have multiple orgasms. So this is some next level shit with him. She says that they get on each other's nerves, that they absolutely cannot stand each other, y'all. They argue all the damn time. She says it's like she can do no right in his eyes. Everything she say is just an argument off top. And her words is, he gets on my damn nerves. But in the bedroom, she says, he is unmatched. She has never had anyone in the bedroom to do her like this man does. And it is the sex alone, she is admitting it, that is making her stay in this toxic relationship. It's not that he is a good provider, even that he's treating her well outside of the bedroom. She couldn't really give me too many attributes. I don't even know if dude got a job, y'all. Because all she could rave about was how great his sex was in the bedroom, and that she could not imagine. She said it'll make her stomach hurt thinking of him doing all of the things that he does to her, to someone else. And for that reason, even though he's toxic, she's not leaving. She is not giving up that good sex. So, y'all come through. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this. And if you've ever felt like that, have you ever had somebody that was that damn good in bed that you don't even care what it is outside of the bedroom, as long as you can continue to do them in the bedroom? Y'all let me know. Dwayne P, Thank you for coming through, Dwayne. Hold on, I'm trying to get your comment up here. All right, Dwayne, it can happen either way, but it's more likely with females because it triggers their emotions more than men in most cases. Hey, and I have to agree with you on that, Dwayne. I mean, I always say, you guys that come through often the view, I always say that most women, our heartstrings are attached to our vaginas. You know what I mean? Um, it's just the way that we're built. We are the ones that were built to be the more emotional creatures. You know what I mean? We're the mothers, we're the caregivers. So yeah, I always say that I do believe that heartstrings are attached to the vagina. If you are a woman that is continually, you know, having sex with the same person, usually there are some emotions that are linked to that. I always make the example that I think that's why men know that, and that's the reason why I think men and women sometimes react differently in cheating situations. I mean, we react the same as far as, oh, I'm not messing with you, you cheated. But a lot of times women know how men are wired. We know that men can have sex, wash off, and it means nothing emotionally to them. So a lot of times after we get over it, if it's the first time they've messed up and we've invested a lot in the relationship, we'll give them another chance. And I know a lot of ladies, oh hell no, I won't. Yes, y'all will. Come on. I'm a woman too, at least once. I know how we are. We double think things. And you go to thinking, damn, I've invested 2 years in this relationship. I invested this and that. I do love him. He made a mistake. He's him. You talk yourself into this shit. But if it happens again, hey, it's a wrap. But most women will give him another chance. With guys, it's a wrap usually. If a guy finds out that you have been with another guy sexually, he also knows the way that women are built and thinks to himself, hold on, she must have some feelings for him, and the fact that you gave his kitty away, so I do think that there are some differences in that. So with you saying that, Dwayne, do you think that maybe the guy that she's with doesn't feel like that? Usually when you meet someone that you have that kind of lift off awesome sex with, usually it's both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like usually both of y'all are kind of feeling like, damn, this shit is. So being that she's saying that they do not like each other. She's saying that we got a love-hate relationship. We get on each other damn nerves. So being that they get on each other nerves, the guy's still there too, y'all. He hasn't left, tried to leave, even though they're arguing and don't like each other outside of the bedroom. So for you guys that are coming through saying, it's more likely for a female to do that, what do y'all think the deal is with him? Why is he still there? Still hanging around, even though they cannot stand each other, basically. All right, let me say hi to some more of you over on IG. Nia J Cosmetics. I am in my Nia J lipstick again. Thank you so much for coming through. And you're agreeing with me saying that, yes, as women, our hearts are attached to our vagina. Our heartstrings are attached to our vaginas. And I think that's why, a lot of times, a lot of us are careful about who we let in our bodies, because we do know, not that we want to be, because sometimes we try to tell ourselves, you know what, I'm not getting all wrapped up. I'm not doing it. This is just gonna be some good sex. That's it. This is just gonna be my sexual partner. And yeah, sometimes that can work out, but it can start off that way a lot of times. And then if you find that, hey, you're doing it a lot and everything, even though you said I'm not gonna catch feelings, this is just a sex thing, all of a sudden those emotions do creep in. So thank you for agreeing with me on that, Nia J. Hippie Trippy, you says that's why folks use sex as a way to control, because sex drives the relationship. Absolutely. Now, I was saying earlier, Hippie Trippy, because I've been seeing a lot of people coming through saying sex, is not all. This inner relationship is not the most important thing, that, people just talk about sex and everything is sex, sex, sex. You know, that they are looking for someone that's trustworthy, that's a provider, and you know, this whole long list of honest, and you know, this whole long list of things that I'm sure most of us are looking for. Um, and sex is not everything, but I think that people get it messed up when they say that it's not an important aspect of a relationship. Sex isn't important for me. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. It's not the number one thing, but yeah, you know, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I want to have good sex and a lot of it. So I'm gonna need to be with someone who feels the same way. You know, if it's a dude that feels like that, I don't really care for sex. You know, we don't even gotta have sex. I just want you to be this, 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 and that. I can be this, this, and this, and that, but we gonna still have a problem because I'm highly sexual. You know what I mean? So I think this may go back to what we always say. You got to find somebody that matches what you are into. You know what I'm saying? And Neilja is saying, true story. Eventually you will. You'll catch feelings. And Hippie Trippy, you say that's BS is just as important as anything else on the list, because if it ain't right, then folks will look elsewhere. Thank you, Hippie Trippy. So, because I don't like to, you know, here on Convos and Cocktails with TJ, we have a lot of conversations about taboo topics, sex, relationships, and I don't want for people to think that I'm TJ always harping on sex, 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 sex. But hey, thank you. I do think that it's important. You know what I mean? And I think that people that say that it's not important are setting themselves up. You know, you it might not be important to you, but what about your partner? You know what I mean? We hear men all the time. Even men that are married for years, and that's the complaint that they having. You know, we was having plenty of sex before I married your ass. Now you feel like you got me. You got a headache every goddamn night. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the married man tipping out, which is totally wrong because you did make a commitment. But damn, I mean, I don't know. What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to what? Masturbate? Just don't get any, and he got a whole wife? You know, and I'm not jumping on the men's side or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking as humans, about human needs and people. You know what I mean? So you guys do come through and let me know what you think about that. Trevor, you said I dealt with this chick who was crazy and the sex was tremendous, but I couldn't deal with it anymore, where I wouldn't have sex anymore, and she started questioning my manhood. But when you reach a certain age, your tolerance for dumb shit is non-existent. I love that. So Trevor saying, look, you know, I'm a man. Shit, I like sex. It's good to me too, but I'm just at an age in my life where I'm not putting up with dumb shit, period. I'm not allowing myself to be in that situation. I don't give a damn. You know, if she got gold in her kitty, I'm not doing it if she is toxic and crazy. Because he's saying he's at a certain age and it's just more to life to deal with somebody with those traits just because they good. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. Now, Hippie Trippy, you say y'all have to match or be willing to try new things if your partner is letting it be known that y'all need work. Got you. Yeah, so Hippie Trippy is basically saying the same thing, match your partner. So in this situation, what we're talking about tonight, you guys, they match sexually. She gave me some points. She says, sexually, she has never, ever, 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 ever had anyone better. He is the best, absolute best she has ever had. She says that he is the first man to give her multiple orgasms. So she's had an orgasm before, but with him, it's just multiple. Yeah. She just having orgasm, having orgasm. She's like, God damn, what the? Multiple orgasms. Yeah. And she says that she can't leave. She wants his sex forever. She cannot leave. She wants his sex forever. And those are quotation marks. Those were her words. She said she can't imagine him doing somebody else. The thought drives her crazy of him doing somebody else. So she says that she calls it a love-hate relationship. Says because we get on each other's nerves. We really, outside of the bedroom, can't hardly stand each other. Our conversations are all arguments. We just don't get along very well outside of the bedroom. But in the bedroom, whew, it is left off. So she wanted me to just bring this topic and find out, is she alone in feeling like this? Has anyone else ever felt like this? Y'all let me know. Now, I did talk to a friend earlier today that I was going to have on the broadcast, but we had to change plans. We're going to have her on next week or the week after. But she said, TJ, I would, though, you like to give my input. And she said, yeah, she also has been digmatized, basically. You know what I'm saying? That she did have a dude that, it wasn't to the extreme of the person that sent this in where they just couldn't stand each other. But she did know that the sex was the strongest part of the relationship. Said that she put up with a lot of things that she probably would not have put up with. Stayed a lot longer than she maybe should have because she was digmatized and she knew it. The relationship actually did end up breaking up. The dude left her in the end. And she said that she was absolutely devastated. But she said that she learned from that experience. She said, I took it as a learning experience, and now I watch, what I do. I kind of try to hold back my feelings and not get in those type of situations. So the person that sent this in isn't the only one, to come across some good and just that's all she can see, I did ask her, like, what about the future of y'all relationship? Like, how long do you think you're gonna be able to go on like this? Because to me, I don't see a future. And basically, in what she's telling me, I don't see how they're gonna have a future. If y'all can't even talk, communication is like huge in any relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good the damn sex is. If y'all can't talk, that is a big one. So I don't know how long that is going to go on, but I don't want her to be in a situation like my friend, where that this relationship is toxic, know that y'all can't stand each other, but you're still there just because the sex is good. And then what if he get tired of the shit? What if he find him someone else with sex just as equally good and he decides to leave? Then what? Because you're already talking about, oh, you don't know what you would do. You can't imagine him being with somebody else and all this shit. I mean, keep it real. What kind of future is there in this type of relationship? So hopefully the lady that sent this in is watching or on one of the platforms tonight, or she's going to be coming back to watch the replay. Now, Dwayne, you say, hold on, let me go back up. I think I'm missing one. Okay, so Trevor, you say men stay in situations because they're comfortable with the situation and they know that woman ain't going nowhere. Woo! Ladies, Trevor dropping some jewels tonight, saying that shit, just because he's staying like that doesn't mean that he, all crazy for her or in love. That men stay in situations because they are comfortable with that situation and they know that woman ain't going nowhere. So yeah, he's staying because he know her ass not going nowhere and he is also comfortable. Whew, dropping some jewels. Dwayne P, you say, I think the question is, does he feel for her outside of the sex? And if he doesn't, that could play a part in his favor, because when the man isn't emotionally invested, they usually have the upper hand in the relationship. And I wonder if he started to worship the ground she walks on, would she still be addicted to him? Damn. Now, you know what? That comment is everything, Dwayne. I'm going to put that on the screen just so y'all can view that for just a minute. That is a loaded, y'all. Loaded comment. And what stuck out to me about this comment is that you guys know that as humans, we are kind of like that, right? It's some appeal about some shit that you can't have, ain't it? Or some shit that is a challenge or, hard to get. And I understand what he's saying. The fact that, he isn't so overly showing his emotions like that is making her want him more. Like, yeah, the sex good, but if he was all crazy for her, you know, if it wasn't challenging, as she says, if he was just a doormat type guy that she could walk all over, would she still feel this crazy about him? You know what I'm saying? I think that is a very, very good comment. Now, Hippie Trippy, you say, so what is she gonna do if he get tired of having sex with her? Exactly. Nichelle Lewis, Keish, my longtime friend, thank you so much for coming through to join us tonight. Now, Nichelle, you say life of orgasms make you deal with the nonsense. Boring sex is bad for a relationship. Woo! Hey, it seems like, so maybe the gentlemen are right that, you know, a lot of women, that we are emotionally, our heartstrings are emotionally connected, because a lot of women, I told you the friend I talked about earlier, what she said, you know, women over here on IG saying, hey, it's true, our heartstrings are attached. And now Michelle coming through saying, man, listen, the life of them orgasms. And Michelle, I'm not sure how long you've been with us. Now, Shell, I'm going to call you Keish, because that's just what I've always called you. I'm not sure how long you've been with us, but she said this was the first man to give her multiple orgasms. So in a session, it's just not, whoo, she getting one good one and falling out. It's again and again and again, you know? Also, I like that you said boring sex is bad for a relationship, because there's been this whole argument about the part that sex plays in a relationship. A lot of people saying, hey, you know, yeah, sex is okay, but it's not the main thing in a relationship. It's not the most important thing in a relationship. And saying that, you know, this generation of people or whatever are just overly sexual. And I always say to that, that's bullshit. Good sex is damn important. You know, I truly believe that it is an important part of the relationship. I don't think that it should outweigh toxicity. You know, if you're with somebody that's toxic, I mean, come on. But I do think that it is important. Queen among queens, thank you so much for joining us over on IG. We wave at you also. You say I'm late, but both of us need to leave this toxic ass shit. Okay. So basically, Queen among Queens is saying, listen, I feel you. I hear what you're saying. I hear that you saying that this sex is the shit. I'm talking about this lift off in the bedroom. Fireworks going off in the bedroom and shit. Lift off. They ain't even on a bed no more. It's some next level shit going on in this bedroom. Some shit that she has never experienced. So she like, whoa, hold up. What just happened? You know what I'm saying? And she want that shit forever, in her words, you know? But Queen among Queen is saying, F that, both of us need to leave the toxic relationship. That you know, is no way that this could be good for us. Whew. So while I am waiting for some more of you to come through with some comments, I do want to give a shout out to tonight's sponsors. Our first sponsors for tonight is Hippie Trippy. They are stationed out of Detroit, Michigan. If you see the flyer on the screen, I will be in Michigan. I'll be leaving Friday. This show is Saturday, and I'll be gracing the mic, coming with some great erotic, you know, poetry and things like that. So yes, you guys make sure on Facebook you can follow her at Mona Bradley, and I will drop down at the end of the live in the comments. Over here on IG, you see in the comments Hippie Trippy. That is our sponsor for tonight. So you guys make sure to follow her. Hippie Trippy promises good times, good vibes, good people, and good smoke. So you guys that are cannabis connoisseurs like me, make sure you are following her for the word on all that good smoke. Our second sponsors for tonight is Bout Vodka. That is what I'm sipping on tonight. We'll be soon entering the tipsy part of the show. So if you hear me cursing a little more than usual, making up words that don't damn exist, and just giggling for no damn reason, don't worry about it. Just catch up. And here is a word from our sponsors, Bout Vodka.
You want a shot? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You want a shot? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
Yes, you guys remember that Balt Vodka is black owned, no GMO, all natural. So you will feel just as good as TJ, but I can promise you that you will not wake up with a headache or a hangover, stomach ache, none of that. You can go to any Total Wine here in Florida, or if you're out of the area, baltvodka.com. All right. All right. So let's get back to some more of the comments. Let's see. Hold on. What you laughing, Queen among Queens? You laughing? You say she must know him. Okay. Okay, so when I was giving, the go down or low down on all the, things that this lady was saying about this man, Queen among Queens, like, oh shit, like, is this the same dude? She must know him. That shit sounds too similar. So Queen among Queens, so far, you are on the side. It seems like everybody actually is on the side of her leaving this relationship. I don't have one person coming through saying, I understand where she's coming from. She should stay forever for that good deed. Nobody is coming through saying that. Kev 5629, yo, thank you so much for coming through. Just to catch you guys up that have just come in on what we are talking about tonight. Tonight we are talking about, does great sex, great love making make it harder to leave a toxic relationship? So we're talking about not just good sex. We are talking about great sex. Like that sex that is next level. Because sex good, generally, right? I mean, unless you just come across somebody that got some other shit going on. Sex feel good, right? But we ain't just talking about that. Feel good, good sex. We talking about great sex. Like next level shit. Like you in a bedroom and it just seems like you seeing fireworks going off and shit. Like y'all lift off. Like this is some next level shit. You can't really remember too many times, if ever, that anyone else has made you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing that's good in a relationship. Other than that, y'all can't talk without arguing. You know what I mean? She said in her words, we get on each other damn nerves. They do not like each other, it seems, very much outside of the bedroom. But at the same time, she says that she wants that sex forever. She's not going anywhere. And the thought of him being with someone else totally makes her sick in her stomach. She can't imagine him doing all the things that he does to her to someone else. So tonight we are talking about, does great lovemaking, does great sex make it harder to leave a toxic relationship? So y'all make sure to chime in and let us know what y'all think on that. And Trevor over on Facebook, you are saying men know women invest more emotionally into a relationship than we do. Whew. Hey, what can I say is true? And you know what, Trevor? I don't think as women it's something that we knowingly do. As I was saying before, I think that we are really just built that way. We are more emotional. You know what I mean? We are the caregivers. We're built that way. We're the nurturers. You know what I mean? So we do get more emotionally attached, with sometimes causes us to be hurt more, for us to just be in situations that we probably shouldn't be in. I do think that you made a comment earlier about getting older. I do think that as women, that also happens to us. You go through some shit and you learn from it, and you're more careful going forward. You know what I mean? It sounds like in this situation that he just done totally like messed her head up. She is totally like dignitized. She can't see nothing else beyond that D. Nothing. You know, she said she wanted forever, regardless of all the other things that she is telling us that is wrong in this relationship. She is telling us that she wants it forever. Child. Now, Hippie Trippy, you say she don't have to leave the relationship. She just needs to get control of herself in this type. Got you. And you know what? For the lady that sent in this topic, I'm not sure if you're watching now. We're on a few platforms, or if you're gonna come back through. But this comment right here is a very, very good comment. Saying, look, we hear you. We hear you. We hear you saying that even though, things are toxic, you are not leaving the relationship. But what needs to be done is you need to get control of you. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be someone that has that much control over you, especially when you're admitting that y'all don't get along good. That you are willing basically to give up your happiness in every other aspect of your life except for sex. So she is saying that, sounds like one of them situations where you may need to look at a woman in the mirror, get some control over yourself, girl. You know, realize, what do you want out of this relationship? Do you think that it's really going anywhere, being that you guys cannot communicate, you can't talk, you can't get along, all you do is what good? Let's call it what it is. So what she's saying in her own way, hey, be careful, get a hold of yourself, get your emotions in check, you know, because it is up to you, to decide if you're going to continue being in that situation. You know what? Trevor's so crazy. Trevor to my, this sounds like she needs a 12-step program. Digmatized Anonymous. Look. Hey, that might be an idea. Let me start a group. Let people come in there and, just talk about admitting is the first step. You know what I mean? Y'all are crazy. And Queen among Queens, when I said that he like the guy, you talking about, oh my God, he already is. Hippie Trippy, you put DA. What is DA? All right, and while I am waiting for you guys to come through with some more comments, I always like to tell you what TJ has going on. So tomorrow, we will be at Crave Lounge for Love Jones open mic experience. It is our 1970s retro edition, Boogie Nights edition. So we will be in our afros, our bell bottoms, hip huggers. The guys gonna be in their pimp hats and they look open shirts and all that good shit from the 70s. So yeah, you guys come out. Love Jones is all about vibrating love through talent and creativity. So we have singers, poets, spoken word artists, comedians, hip hop artists, musicians, anything that use a mic. We have featuring Mr. Charlie T from Miami. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night. So you guys make sure to meet me there tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Crave Restaurant and Lounge. On the 13th again, I'll be in Detroit for the Hippie Trippy event, gracing the mic with some awesome erotic poetry. So you guys that are going to be in Detroit or that live in Detroit, y'all make sure to come out and vibe. Follow Mona, because I think that if you follow her, she has all of the stuff that's going on. There's a lot going on at this event. I mean, this is going to be a dope ass event. So if you are in Detroit, you do not want to miss this weekend. So make sure you are following her so that you know all of the, everything that's going on. Eargasm, poetry, and chill. Look at y'all. I'm getting tipsy. Y'all hear me trill? Eargasm, poetry, and chill. This month is our Aphrodisiac edition. So we will be telling our freaky little secrets through poetry. November 26th, which is a Friday. Doors open at 7. I have a hell of a lineup of erotic poets, comedians, and artists. Whoo, that's going to blow your socks off. I always give a disclaimer that this event is raw, uncut, and uncensored. So if you are a little, like pinned up sexually or a little shy, this is not the event for you. Don't bring your ass out of Eargasm. Come out to Love Jones tomorrow. But for you guys that are sexually free, that love, that hot poetry, bring your ass on out on the 26th. It is gonna be, yeah, all that. So y'all make sure to come out and vibe with us for that. Oh, I asked Hippie Trippy what was DA, y'all. She talking about Dick Anonymous. Look, gonna start a whole group, man. We gonna start a whole group. Listen, get you off of that addiction, okay? All right, you guys. So we are about at the end here. I'm gonna give a moment to see if anybody else has anything to say. And in the meantime, I'll give a quick recap of what we talked about. All right, hold on. Let me get your comment first. Dwayne. Dwayne, you said let him give her the same sex and start blowing up her phone with that I love you and I miss you energy. And now she's slowly getting turned off, even with the great sex, because now there's no uncertainty. Okay, so Dwayne, you are saying that the uncertainty of it is basically what is most likely keeping her hooked the way that she is. That you don't think she would be, even though she is saying that it's the best D she ever had and all that. You are thinking that she would not be acting that way if the other part of their relationship wasn't so uncertain and toxic. Is that what you're saying? That there's something that, that's keeping her there, with him being kind of standoffish with her outside of the bedroom. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that? I think that's a very, very interesting comment. Lately, hey, pull up your skirt, get in the ride. The other is gripping your thigh and get high. Hey, yes, I'm feeling myself. Let's see, Aisha Griffin, thank you so much for coming through to vibe with us tonight. Gotta love me. Thank you for coming through over on IG. Hot Read with Phils, Miss Phyllis Forrest. Thank you so much for coming through the vibe with us tonight. All right. So you guys, I see some people that just joined. So let me go ahead and recap tonight what we were talking about. If you have any last comments to throw in, this is the time to go ahead and get those comments in. So tonight, you guys, we were basically talking about a viewer's topic. A lady that sent in a topic saying that they have a love and hate relationship. That her and her man, she considers it, her words, a love and hate relationship. Says that they have great sex. That she's never had anyone better. It's the best shit since sliced bread, y'all. Never had no shit like that. He gives her multiple orgasms. Just, yeah, back to back. He's doing it like that. Said that that's the only area, though. Outside of that, they get on each other's nerves, as she said. She said, he get on my damn nerves. If they try to talk, it's an argument. Total toxic relationship. But she digmatized y'all. She said she ain't going nowhere. The thought of him being with somebody else, she said, make her stomach hurt, in her words. She want that be forever. So we were talking about tonight, if great sex makes it harder, makes it more difficult to leave a toxic relationship. We've gotten answers from both sides of this. Have had a lot of ladies coming in saying, yeah, we get it. Yeah, that good deed will do you. Yeah, I'm in that situation now. All kind of, people coming through saying, I get it. I get what she's saying. But saying that she need to get control of herself. There's things that she can do to make this situation better. And Aisha, you are right. Aisha says that sounds like soul ties. And you're right. I might say it in a different way because I'm always saying that our heartstrings are attached to our vaginas as women. But soul ties happen both ways, and Aisha is right. You're consistently giving yourself to this man. You know what I mean? That's her man, Aisha. They've been together for 2 years. She is 30 years old and he is 35 years old. But Aisha is saying, look, that's what it sounds like. You constantly giving yourself to that person, and yeah, that those soul intertwines. Cause it kind of sounds like she loves him, but she don't like him, if that makes sense. And that is possible for you to really love somebody, but just don't like their ass. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what this sounds like. She says, Aisha, that this is unlike anything she's ever experienced in the bedroom. That it's like lift off with him. It's multiple orgasms. It's a whole realm of sexuality that she's never experienced before him. So even though their relationship is toxic, she ain't leaving. So you guys let me know what you think about that. Now on the other side of the aisle, we've had the fellas coming through saying, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to be with somebody that's toxic. I don't give a damn if she got gold in the kitty. I'm not doing that. You know, we had one guy come through, Trevor, said, look, I've gotten to a certain age. How old these people is? You know, I've got to a certain age. I'm not doing that for no kitty. I'm not doing that. I want to be happy. You know, we had Dwayne come through and say, you know, he think it's in the uncertainty. He think because they are so toxic outside of the bedroom, that is part of what is keeping her so crazy for him. He thinks that even with the same sex that they're having, that if he switched up and stopped being so uncertain and started calling them more, I love you, I miss you, and being all like that, that she might back up and not feel the same way. You know, that is him being so uncertain and kind of standoffish, and the toxicity that they have when they're not in the bedroom, that is actually feeding her desire to continue to want to be with him. So that was deep, you know what I mean? And I could see how that could be true also in certain situations. And Trevor, you said, okay, hold on. Oh, I see what you're saying here. So Trevor is saying she lusting for him. That's not love. That's not no damn love. You know what I mean? Being that she is saying that that's it that they have, y'all. The people that are joining us late, she's saying that that's all that they have. You know, they don't have good talks, good communication. You know, they don't go on great dates and just have this whole, the only place that they love on each other hard is in the bedroom. And she said it's great. She want it forever. That she could not imagine him doing these things to another woman. It would drive her nuts. But that's all they have is the great sex. It's not just good sex, y'all. Because sex is good, right? We like how that shit feel, right? We talking about great sex. Next level. Like this person, you don't know, something different than anybody else that you've ever had. Look, hippie trippy talking, well, shit, that's just a fuck buddy. According to her, hippie trippy, they've been in a relationship for 2 years. They've been in a relationship for 2 years. Let me say hey to some of you guys. Aisha, thank you for coming through, Queen. Gotta love me. Thank you for coming through. Sadiddy Black, thank you for coming through. And Soulful Sessions, thank all of y'all for coming in. So Hippie Trippy is saying, y'all, that that's just a sex buddy. That's not. So, but Hippie Trippy, if they've been living, well, actually, she never told me they live together. Let me not talk for her. She said they've been together for 2 years. So, do you think that it could be just a sexual relationship for 2 whole years? Like, do people do that? Do people have a whole sexual relationship for 2 years and mask it as a relationship? Let me know. I mean, is this a true relationship, being that they really can't communicate? She said he get on her damn nerves. She said every time they try to talk, it results in an argument. She said everything that she damn do, he has a problem with it. Like, she cannot do any right, basically, in his eyes, you know? So y'all let me know. Now, while y'all coming through with these last comments, let's give a shout out to our sponsors for tonight again. Our first sponsors, you guys see her over on IG, Hippie Trippy. She is sponsoring Convos and Cocktails with TJ for tonight. She is out of Detroit. She is curating this awesome event coming up this Saturday. She's gonna have a whole bunch of y'all follow her and see all the good things that she has coming up this Saturday. But she is our official sponsors for tonight. Over on Facebook, you can follow her at Mona Bradley, and over on IG, she is Hippie Trippy. So you guys make sure Hippie Trippy promises great vibes. It's a whole vibe, good times, good people, and good smoke. So you cannabis lovers, make sure that you are following her. Our second sponsors and official sponsors for Convos and Cocktails with TJ is Balt Vodka. Balt Vodka is black owned, all natural, no GMO. You never have to worry about waking up with a headache, hangover, nothing like that. But you're going to feel real good, like TJ. So you guys, here is a word from our sponsors, Balt Vodka. All right, you guys, and that was our sponsors, Balt Vodka. You can follow Balt Vodka on Facebook, Twitter, IG. You guys make sure to follow him. I love Balt. I love his story. Balt is by a black guy right here in Miami. His story is that he had 4 friends, childhood friends that were killed in Miami. Their initials were BALT. That is how he came up with the name of Balt for his vodka. A portion of the proceeds does go to the families of his friends. I love his story. I love his vodka. Support, support, support. If you are here in Florida, you can get Balt from any Total Wine store or baltvodka.com. All right. All right. Let me get the last of your comments here. All right. Let's go to here. Let's go to IG first and see what y'all saying over here. Aisha laughing. And Aisha say, I hope he paying some bills then. That's what I was saying, Aisha. Because she didn't mention that. You know what I mean? She didn't mention anything other than sex that he was doing good. She didn't say, well, he do pay bills. He do. You know, she didn't give me one he do other than what he do in the bedroom. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what he doing. I know he laying down that D in the bedroom. That's about all I know, Aisha. And Trevor say, I agree with Hippie Trippy, man. That's F buddies. That's straight F buddies. That's all that is, you know? And Hippie Trippy says that's a situationship with benefits, and he is giving that thing to others, sharing more than Facebook. Ooh. So Hippie Trippy says she don't even believe, being that they don't get along like that, she don't even think that the guy most likely just doing her. You know, like the girl is so concerned about, you know, him giving the D to somebody else and how crazy she'll go and how she'll feel. And Hippie Trippy saying, hey, that's probably already happening. Just being that y'all can't even have a conversation. Y'all don't go on date like y'all saying y'all in a relationship, but just sex, just having good sex is not really a definition of a relationship. Child, please. All right, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here again. Facebook, Twitter, IG, Love Jones Open Mic Experience. We are doing Boogie Nights edition tomorrow at Crave Restaurant and Lounge. You can get tickets on Ticket Leap. Pre-sale tickets are $15, $20 if you want to purchase at the door. We also have VIP couches, tables, everything available. You can get all of that on Ticket Leap. But yeah, we are going to be so cute in our 1970s fashions Tomorrow we have PG Imagery coming out. Look, I'm tipsy. PG Imagery. What the fuck am I saying? PG Imagery photos coming to, get our memories recorded. So yay, come out, get you some professional pictures taken in your 1970s and just vibe with us. It's gonna be a very, very good night. All right, y'all. I am out of here as always. If you have a topic, something you are going through, or something you would like to bring to the people, you will remain anonymous. Just send me a DM and I am happy to bring your topic to the people. All right, you guys, you have a great night. Live, laugh, love, and be naughty, damn it. Good night.